going on, my fellow watchers? My name is Endorsed. Welcome back to the show. We are back with our death battle reactions. Now, I know it's been a long time. As I said in my update video, I got lazy, but we are back. We are here. We are over what? A whole season and a half of death battle to go through, and we are going through it immediately. And we're not going to be wasting any time, so please hit the like button down below for me. That would be much appreciated to feed the algorithm. Let's get started. This is Korra versus Storm. My money is on Storm. I don't care how strong Korra is, and no, I am not a hater of Korra. I thought it was a great series. People just keep comparing it to Avatar: The Last Airbender when it needs to stand on its own, but I do love Korra. She is amazing. She is a great Avatar. I don't care what anyone says. My money's just on Storm because I grew up with her. Let's get it started. Avatar versus Marvel.
Avatar Korra, the master of all four elements.
Let's go.
The X-Men's goddess of the storms. Weather.
The building blocks of our natural world are nothing if not tempestuous and unpredictable.
Which means you gotta be some kind of badass to control them. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. I've missed their animations.
Avatar Aang, savior of the world, uniter of four nations, destroyer of cabbages. Unlike all avatars, after decades of service, he passed away. Humanity would have to move forward and prepare his next reincarnation to take up his mantle. But who could fill Aang's shoes? Her name was Korra.
Wiz, who was that?
Did you leave the door open again?
Gents?
Unlike her carefree predecessor, the hot-headed, obstinate Korra was an Avatar prodigy from day one.
Yes, she...
I'm the Avatar.
You gotta deal with it!
Well, Aang struggled to accept his
I love
role.
Korra.
Korra never wanted to be anything else.
Not only is she an expert hand-to-hand fighter on her own, as a bender, Korra can manipulate the natural world around her through martial arts. And as the Avatar, she is the only living being who can bend all four elements at once.
Water, earth, fire, air. Not you.
Not you. Captain Planet. You guys are too old for that. Too young for that.
Aang once raised the sea level to put out these huge fires. Looking at the size of the area and what it'd take to submerge it, he had to move over 35 million metric tons of water.
And since Korra is a reincarnation of Aang and every past Avatar, she should be just as powerful.
With earthbending,
she
Korra
is.
can heave big-ass boulders around, shape and control metal, and even tear apart the ground beneath her enemy's feet. Kind of like when her Avatar ancestor Kyoshi broke off a chunk of a continent, dragged it across a bay, and basically just created a new island named after herself. Queen shit.
By measuring the size of the island to get its mass,
Everyone loves Avatar Kyoshi.
The distance Kyoshi dragged it. Displacing this much rock would require an energy over 21 gigatons of TNT. That's almost 15 times more energy than the entire world's nuclear arsenal detonating at the same time.
Dear
With
God.
firebending, Korra can fire blasts of, well,
Fire.
jet into the sky like a rocket, or breathe like a friggin' dragon.
The perfect element to match Korra's hot-headed temper. However, her final element was completely different. Due to its inherently zen, free-flowing nature, Korra struggled at first to master airbending.
But like all good prodigies, she figured it out anyways.
With airbending,
Yes,
Korra
she
can
did.
shoot powerful gusts of wind, fly around on tornadoes, and create a cute little air scooter.
She used this element to defeat the bloodbender Amon, who was fast enough to dodge lightning.
He's not the only one. Zuko and Iroh have caught and dodged lightning as well, and Iroh even caught one from the sky. The leader of a lightning bolt moves at 60,000 meters per second. Comparing the distance Amon moved relative to the bolt, he must have been moving over 200 times the speed of sound.
But Korra's more than just a badass martial arts superhero. She also acts as the bridge between the mortal and spirit worlds.
The spirit world is a separate plane of reality, and Korra is
I love
stronger
Avatar
while she's
lore. I love it
physically
so
there.
much.
Her direct connection isn't coincidence. She and every Avatar before her are fused with the spirit of light, Rava. Every time the Avatar dies and reincarnates, Rava searches out the spirit to bond with their new body, a staple of Hindu and Buddhist cosmology. I've done a lot of research into reincarnation, which I'll demonstrate today with Boomstick and this anvil.
Wait, hold on!
Now, the Avatar is usually reborn into a different nation, but I've set this up so Boomstick will reincarnate into the nearest vessel, this identical clone body.
And
Hey, Wiz!
I had a feeling.
Buddy.
Why are there two of me?
Leg and everything.
Speaking of messing with your soul, Korra can remove or restore your bending, bring her past lives for advice, and tap into the kick-ass Avatar state.
The Avatar state massively boosts Korra's raw bending.
Yeah, about the Avatar. Yeah, about the Avatar state. She still has that, but yeah, I'm not even watching this in full screen. That's my fault, guys. I'm sorry. But about the whole past lives thing, yeah. Korra can't do that anymore. She lost all her connections to the past avatars. Yeah. Screw Unalaq for that.
Power, turning her into effectively a demigod and the de facto most powerful being on the planet.
She
If
is.
wasn't already.
Despite that, Korra's no stranger to failure. She was severed from her connection to the past Avatar.
Ah, there we go.
She was almost killed while in the Avatar state, which would have ended her cycle of reincarnation entirely.
That last brush with death left her physically and emotionally crippled for years. Even after physical therapy, her fiery spirit struggled to reignite.
Korra's entire identity was wrapped up in being the Avatar, all the way from day one.
And the biggest trials she had to face were when her place in the world was challenged. Would everyone be better off without an avatar, or bending at all?
But Korra's nothing if not one hell of a fighter. No matter what life threw at her, she always got back up to kick ass.
Korra once blocked an energy blast from a giant spirit cube,
Yes, she
which created
did.
this massive crater in the center of Republic City.
You see, this is the stuff that I love about Korra. She may look. I understand some people's gripes with Korra, but I feel like this gave her something more to relate to. Korra fails. There's something a lot of people don't get. She fails and it feels so, oh my gosh. She fails and I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's not a perfect avatar. Yes, she's a prodigy, but she can't do everything perfectly. And that's what I love about Korra. She feels more grounded. Like, I understand that she was like, she was a cocky little smarty. I get that. I really do. But I feel like that was more to her charm, in my opinion. I like tomboy characters, sue me, but still, it was very, I love her character. I love her character, and I love all the trials she went through, and the fact that she had to build herself up from the ground up in the last season of Korra, just to fight off Kuvira, fighting off Unalaq, fighting off the Red Lotus. I loved all of those moments, and to see her at her lowest and coming all the way back from it, I love it. I still love it. It's one of the best things I love about Korra. I understand why people don't like her too much, but I enjoy her. She's amazing in my opinion.
City, and almost killed everyone.
Taking a look at the width and depth of this crater and assuming it was all vaporized, Korra must have held back a blast worth
Sorry.
almost 6 megatons of TNT.
Whew.
More queen shit.
And
Yes,
during
more
the
queen.
Convergence, Korra tapped into enough spirit energy to turn into a giant kaiju and battle the dark avatar Unalaq for the fate of the world.
As I told you, we don't talk about season 2. Okay, 1 was cool.
From taking down anarchist revolutionaries to fascist empires, Korra proved herself as an avatar worthy of her forebearers.
Yes!
With her teammates Mako and Bolin, teachers like Tenzin and Toph, and badass girlfriend Asami by her side,
Yes!
there was nothing she couldn't do.
Queen shit?
Queen shit.
Queen!
Come on, little girl. Give me your best shot.
Chunk.
Look, I love Korra. I do love her. I really, really do. And I don't care what the haters say. She was a great avatar, and Korra was a good series, a very good series. It wasn't on par with Last Airbender, but it was still very, very, very good. As a standalone, it's great. It's so great. And I wish people would give Korra more credit because she deserves it.
Boomstick. Do you know what happens to a person who's struck by lightning?
The same thing that happens to everything else?
You got it.
Do you know what happens to white-haired mutants whose parents are killed by a plane crash? They become badass weather witches.
Aurora Monroe's parents were
Hello, Aurora.
She
Hello,
was
Miss
forced to
Monroe.
fend
How are
herself on
you?
the streets
I
of
love you.
Cairo
You're amazing.
Under the tutelage of Ahmed El-Jabbar.
The life of a street rat wasn't doing it for Aurora, so she took off across the Sahara in search of a real home.
And that's when she began to master her mutant powers. In the same way that Homo sapiens, humans, evolved from earlier hominids like Homo erectus, Go ahead. Homo superior, or mutants, are an offshoot of regular humans.
Yes.
They possess the X gene on their 23rd chromosome that effectively grants them superpowers.
But it's a lottery. You could end up like old Beak here. Ugh.
Or you could end up like Toad.
Like Aurora and possess complete control over the weather itself, while being super hot, unlike Beak. Beak! No!
For all she knew, she was a goddess sent straight from heaven. And that's exactly what the local tribes thought when she arrived in her ancestral Kenyan home.
Yes.
Aurora's mutant gene allows her to psionically manipulate the atmosphere, capable of summoning a hurricane with less than a conscious thought.
When she does feel like using conscious
X-Men Evolution Storm.
I struggle with, Aurora can create storms that cover the entire Earth.
I love her so much. She's so cool.
Precise. She can call upon massive tidal waves, conceal herself in fog, and even generate localized blizzards cold enough to freeze lava.
God.
Bolts of lightning, even ones that are continents away, or generate electricity inside your brain. And she once zapped Cyclops with enough lightning to restart an artificial sun called the Ring of Fire, a name that reminds me of the morning after Taco Tuesday.
Encircling the planet Polemarchus,
No.
the Ring of Fire provided all the same energy as a regular star.
But her favorite element is probably wind. With it, she can blow people away with tornadoes, suck the air out of a person's lungs, and generate enough lift to fly. She once flew fast enough
Yeah, she did it first, guys. She did it before Zahir did it.
to reach the edge of Earth's atmosphere from ground level in just a few seconds.
By measuring the angle and size of the Earth to get the distance and estimating a time frame of about 5 seconds, Aurora had to have flown at 4,000 times the speed of sound.
Yes!
She can even manipulate solar winds to fly through space. Unlike winds on Earth, which are just the movement of air molecules through the atmosphere, solar winds are streams of charged particles, mostly electrons and protons, ejected from the sun.
Almost as crazy as how she can breathe in the vacuum of space. She creates a mini atmosphere around herself by gathering, stray hydrogen atoms. Atoms, those are like really small last time I checked. Are these writers just giving her whatever powers they want now? How is that weather?
Aurora's abilities apply to any atmospheric conditions, whether they be in outer space
Because
or
she's so OP
alternate
and she's
dimensions.
awesome.
Essentially,
I'm sorry, I'm a
anything
Storm
even remotely
fanboy.
considered weather.
Man, I wish I had crazy writers giving me random superpowers just because it's funny. That'd be awesome. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go use my rocket hands I've always had to get my beer out the fridge. Away!
Perhaps her most useful ability, though, is to sense changes in the weather with a pseudo-sixth sense. Aurora literally sees atmospheric patterns and energy as colors, with the world as her canvas.
She's so good with it, she could track a
Talk about
jet
painting all the
flying
colors
over
of the
New York
wind.
while she was fighting the shadow
Shut
king
up, I
Wakanda.
nailed that joke
That's
was
on the other
bad.
side of the planet. Yeah, no wonder everyone thought she was a goddess. She is.
Aurora enjoyed all the worship and admiration until the day she was contacted by an American, Charles
Xavier.
with an interesting proposal.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Join the X-Men. Oh, pretty please. They were eaten by this living eyelid. It's a long story, but we're short-staffed.
Xavier founded the X-Men as a team of mutant superheroes that would attempt to mend race relations between Homo sapien and Superior through non-violent means.
Because what better way to teach kids in the 60s about the civil rights movement than with a bunch of good-looking lily-white teenagers with superpowers from upstate New York?
Feeling she had spent enough time blessing her, Aurora agreed and was assigned the code
Can't.
name.
Storm.
And she more than earned the spot. She's proven herself worthy to wield Mjolnir.
Yes.
The war against the Inhumans.
Yes.
And survived a blast from her own lightning.
This is impressive considering her lightning is powerful enough to match Polaris, who once used her powers to punch through Earth's crust all the way to the planet's core. Assuming she pulverized a cylinder of Earth all the way down, she had to
She
have
did.
exerted over 15 teratons of TNT.
She once beat the mutant Callisto in unarmed combat, and Callisto has apparently mastered every single martial art known to man.
And they
Despite her
still
unbelievable
lost!
Power, Storm has trained extensively in
Boo.
Get it? It also probably didn't hurt that she's fast enough to dodge literal beams of light. Did you get it though?
Nope.
Nope.
And after kicking Callisto's ass, she became the queen of these sewer-dwelling mutants called the Morlocks. She really just couldn't escape being worshipped, could she? Even by grody underground monster people.
Well, she later married the Black Panther T'Challa and became Queen of Wakanda too. So
Yes, she did.
Really runs the gamut.
But even demigods have their Achilles heels. That plane crash from her childhood left her crushed under rubble for days, giving her a bad case of claustrophobia that rears its ugly head every once in a while.
But that's not enough to stop this queen. After the departure of Scott Summers, Storm became the leader of the X-Men, because of course she did.
And when Geordie LaForge eventually came crawling back, the two fought over who would lead the team.
Despite Scott literally being able to shoot death lasers from his eyes, Storm kicked his ass. And even
Yes,
better,
she
didn't even
did.
have her powers at the time.
As it should be, because there's no one more devoted to her team than Storm is. She may be an Omega-level mutant, but her greatest superpower is her bottomless compassion.
Mess with her team, and you'll watch as Aurora's heart of gold quickly turns to ice, as she quite literally steals your breath away.
Testing me.
Ah! Evolution
Time
Storm!
remembered why they call me Storm.
I love her so much. Every iteration of Storm I have seen in any iteration of her I've seen, whether it be animated or live action, Storm has always been amazing, and I don't care what anyone says. She is the best of the X-Men. She is literally the best X-Men in any incarnation or any multiverse. I do not care what anyone says. She is amazing. I am such a fanboy. Oh my god. All right, let's get down to it. All right, it's time for the death battle. Hi, Korra. How you doing?
I'm so bored.
Uh-oh.
Your powers are impressive, but you lack discipline.
That's...
I'm the Avatar, master of all elements. You want to see for yourself?
Of course, Avatar. I'll show you what an X-Men can do.
I love these two so much. I feel like if Korra and Storm actually did meet, Korra would actually probably train under Storm just to learn different things. And I feel like Storm would be a great teacher for Korra. Dang. That smirk. Oh my gosh. Korra's famous smirk. Ooh. Okay, okay.
Water, lightning, and airbending? Starting to feel a little less special here.
Metal though, you got that. Let's go, Korra. Oh, into the spirit world.
Where am I?
Ain't no way. We're seeing the afterlife of all the people who have died in death battle.
Who are you? Answer me!
Oh my gosh.
Gotta get out. Gotta get out.
Oh, the PTSD.
I won't let you down.
Oh.
My cabbages
Really?
never be saved.
Trying to sell in the spirit world. That's crazy.
You're no bender.
Okay, let's see how this goes, because we're getting some full power now. Oh. Oh. Is Korra actually gonna win this? Oh. Okay, we got the Avatar music. I think Korra's winning this now. Oh, okay, yeah, Korra's winning. Korra's winning. Oh my gosh.
I know what you are, Spirit of Storms.
Wait.
Exactly.
Wait.
You fought nobly, Avatar.
Yes! Yes! Oh, I'm so happy! I am so happy right now! Let's go, Storm! Let's go! Oh, my voice cracked, but I don't care! This was amazing! This was amazing! Let's go, Storm! I knew she had this. I knew she had this. What am I saying? I didn't know. I honestly thought Korra was going to win in the end. I'm so happy! Let's go!
I think I just queen shit myself. This fight wasn't totally straightforward. Korra can dominate most fighters pretty easy with her raw bending power and martial arts skills, especially with the Avatar state.
Yes, she
Not even
could.
Some of the best benders on the planet like Zahir and Kuvira could stand up to her at her best.
However, despite Korra's awesome Avatar powers, she found herself outmatched by Storm's skill, precision, and overwhelming force. For instance, Storm's massively hypersonic flight and ability to sense and control weather across the planet meant she could always fight safely from a distance.
Korra's trained in martial arts from birth, but even if she did manage to get in close and fight hand to hand, Storm's experience with the X-Men and defeating Callisto meant she could keep up.
While Korra may have fought people who can dodge lightning, Storm can dodge literal beams of light. Even just using her flight speed exiting the atmosphere, she'd still be nearly 20 times faster than Korra.
Korra did have access to elements like fire and earth that Storm didn't. If she somehow found out about Storm's claustrophobia, she could theoretically trap her in some rocks to exploit it.
But Storm would be more than powerful enough to just break out. Her lightning was strong enough to match Polaris, who could pull the Earth all the way down to its core.
Yeah, ultimately, Storm was just way more powerful.
She's
Remember
so
that
powerful!
planet-sized storm she created?
Yep.
Well, I know clouds are lighter than air, but those are a shit ton of clouds and need a lot of work to move around.
By measuring their volume and the speed at which they moved, the energy Storm needed for this would be over 500 exatons of TNT. About 200
I am beaming right now.
Considering this is the
I don't
same
even care
kind
about
of
the analysis that's being told to me right now. I'm just happy she
Results
won.
like that aren't outliers.
Even taking the fight to the spirit world wouldn't have helped, considering Storm has manipulated alien weather from outer space and alternate dimensions.
God.
No problem adapting there. And considering Storm's powers are genetic in nature, not spiritual, Korra would not be able to depower her with energy bending.
And none of that is counting the ways Storm could have ended the fight right off the bat, like sucking the air right out of Korra's lungs or generating a lightning storm in her brain.
It almost happened to her
Korra was
once.
a tenacious, unrelenting opponent. But Storm's massive range, precise control, deadly skill, and unbelievable power won her this fight.
That it
Don't
did.
get bent out of shape. Korra just couldn't weather the storm.
The winner is Storm!
Thanks for watching this
Oh
episode.
my gosh. Yes. 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 Oh my gosh. That was amazing. I am getting started. We're coming right back for another one, guys. I am on a streak of watching Death Battle for the next 2-3 hours or so, maybe, because I want to get caught up. I want to get these videos edited and scheduled. So keep up. Oh my gosh. Let me calm down. Let me get my outro done. This was an amazing fight. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I will see you guys in the next Death Battle reaction. I'm going to be making them every Wednesday, so keep up with every Wednesday. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'll give you guys a schedule later, I promise. I'll give you guys a genuine schedule later, I promise. But until then, please hit the like button down below, subscribe to feed the algorithm, and I will see you guys next time. Have a sensational day, week, whichever. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.